Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we would like to present the title of Use Deep Tuning Horn Catheters for Artificial Insemination in Rare with Frozen Semen. Members, first Thidapha Khutkaew, and second Thidapha Sukhprasit, and me Hasina Kamatakar นะคะ Okay. Let's go to our title. And generally, stolen sperm is approximately 2,000 to 15,000 million sperms, and suitable for 3 to 50 mares with conventional artificial insemination, or we call it AI. Nowadays, there are new AI techniques which apply now lower sperm quantity and resulting in increased mares number per stolen. This shows sperm concentration requirement in each sperm type. And our study, we study on frozen semen. In general, we need 250 million sperm with at least sperm mortality 35%. In the lateral, as you see in the picture, in the lateral of cervix part, you will see a cervical creep or a primary sperm reservoir, but this is a non-functional sperm reservoir. It's a place where spermatozoa become oriented with their head against the epithelium. Okay. And here is an approximate site of fertilization, and that's also called ampullary ischemic junction on a side on the red circle. And this picture is showing uterus, and the mother there are only 100 sperm remained in a fertilization site. After mating 4 hours, sperm released to an oviduct, and there are only 5 to 100 sperms remain in an ampulla ischemic junction. Sperm loss from uterine contraction and prevent polyspermic fertilization, which cause early embryonic death. Okay. And lower sperm concentration combined with deep uterine insemination technique usually used in an infertility stolon or high noticeable stolon with 2 methods. First, hysteroscope insemination, and second, flexible catheter electrolyte guide. And here is our catheter. In this, you will see on the tip of the catheters, the remain is a secret. We don't talk about it. You see here. In this study, we compare new materials in deep uterine horn with conventional artificial insemination technique with low concentrate sperm. Only 50 million sperm concentration in frozen semen. And deep uterine horn materials are low cost and comfortable to use. We use ultrasound to local semen releasing site. And as you see here is our ultrasonic photograph. And the tip of the catheters will reflect a light. Okay, this is locating the uterine horn. And we use totally 15 maidens and mares. And we divided into 2 groups. First, there are 8 mares with conventional method by using uterine infusion catheter. And the secondly, there are 7 mares with deep uterine horn insemination catheter. First of all, we have to prepare a semen, then prepare horses. Prepare for the semen. We have to semen collection, then frozen semen. How about prepare horse? First of all, we have to ultrasound examination of reproductive tracts. then induce estrus by using prostaglandin 2 milliliters intravascularis. 3 days later, heat detection by using solemn and estrus horse. Use an ultrasound for measuring follicle size. And we want a follicle size that has more than 4.5 cm with a thickness of more than 2.3 cm. And then we got the induce ovulation by HCG 3000 IU by intravenous. And 24 to 30 hours later, we have to repeat an ultrasound for measuring follicle size. Before an insemination, we have to throw in a semen straw by using 35 degrees Celsius water for throwing for at least 45 seconds and mix with a tris egg yolk exchanger. And in our study, we use only 50 million sperm in tris egg yolk. After AI, we have to compare an ultrasound for detection of ovulation and uterine character. 18 days later, we have to detect for pregnant detection by using an ultrasound. And finally, we have to use a statistic for analysis. Okay. And conventionally, and result of our conventional process has only one male conceived, and deep uterine horn isn't conceived. But the result is similarly belong to both insemination techniques. And this picture shows this is an embryonic vesicle in 40 days. And on the right hand side, you see this is an embryonic vesicle in 24 days. And discussion. Factor influence to low pregnancy rate include frozen semen insemination. First, semen quality. Post-traumatic frozen semen sperm have high mortality rate and approximately 10% viability rate. But in January, they will use 250 million sperm with mortality rate at least 35%. And semen volume. Semen volume had an effect on pregnancy rate. In this study, we used 15 milliliters of extender for rapid transport sperm to reach sperm reservoir site and protect sperm loss. And third, frozen semen. Post-thawing frozen semen, we found plasma membrane of sperm damage and ion change that induce to capacitation like Schroeder's result to shorter sperm lifespan, and it has low ability to attack with ductal cell. In this study, we use a tris exor. It has lower PMS stimulation than PBS, skim milk, exchanger, and seminal plasma. Egg yolk had higher progesterone than PBS, skim milk, exchanger, and seminal plasma inclusion. Egg yolk had ability to prevent endometritis. Male reproductive system. In normal group, dietary insemination had greater pregnancy rate than conventional technique, and in abnormal group, conventional technique had greater pregnancy rate than dietary insemination, which according to our study that one pregnant male had an abnormal reproductive system and inseminated in a conventional technique. And normally, hysteroscope has a higher pregnancy rate than ultrasound guide. But in our study, we used another sound to locate the uterine horn, and the effects of AITU may be irritate uterine wall and resulting in uterine inflammation and pregnancy rate. And time of insemination. In this study, we inseminate male in approximate time 2 to 12 hours pre-ovulation, and generally must 15 to 16 hours pre-ovulation or post-ovulation. What a suitable timing for an AR. And semen concentration, we use 15 millisperm concentration. And the lowest rate of sperm concentration must not be less than 3 millisperm, which will affect our pregnancy rate. Frozen semen had taken out seminal plasma, so it's much rather and plain low pregnancy rate. According to semen which had seminal plasma, which would have greater fertility rate than no seminal plasma mixed seminal semen. Seminal plasma protects sperm from phagocytosis. Uterine contraction hormones such as oxytocin and prostaglandin. Endomyocytes, greater sperm concentration would induce an endomyocytes by activate PMN, and high sperm concentration is due to early embryonic death by polyspermic fertilization. Intrauterine flushing. In this study, we didn't flush intrauterine, and endomyocytes appear only 200%. In conclusion, in this study, uterine horn and conventional artificial insemination had no different pregnancy rate. So, an artificial insemination with frozen semen must be considered low of oviduct and frozen troll semen quality to increase pregnancy rate. And thinking before putting something in my glass.
ขอดูผลทั้งสองวิธีหน่อยในตารางดูไม่ชัด
ค่ะ